Okay, sige. Good morning, everyone. Um, we are already in the midterm, no? Um, we are done with the introduction to globalization as our topics, contemporary world. We also discussed the different religions, the four major religions, and we also discussed what is demography, migration, and global city. No? Those were incorporated sa inyong prelim exam, and I've seen a lot um, answers nyo sa essay. Do kakulang sa inyong sabat. No? However, I have given uh, 5 points sa inyong exam para at least mapsaka ang inyong score sa examination. There is a lowest score na nakita ko sa exam nyo so far may ara 15, no? Over 30. So that's the lowest. The highest is 28, no? May naka 28 pa. So congratulations sa naka 28. Okay, so our topic for the midterm is a world of regions, no? The first topic in contemporary world. We will be discussing today the different regions and the reason why there is a what we call region sa isa ka country. Why is it created? And there are advantages and disadvantages of why it was created, no? Ang mga regions. So government, associations, society and groups form regional organization and other networks as a way of coping with the challenges of globalization. Their primary goal is to combat number one the challenges of this what we call globalization, including inflation, global economy crisis, and even terrorism, no? May isa na siya ka-factor ang pag-create sang regions sa isa ka country to combat those challenges of globalization. Later, let's see what are those challenges of globalization. So regionalism is examined. It is examined in relation to identities, ethics, religion, ecological sustainability, and health. So those are the primary focus of regionalism, no? To check out the different societies inside the country, their ethnicity, their ethics, their beliefs, culture, values, no? Including their religion, no? And the geographical locations as well. Is it good for or conducive for a living environment? Is there health threats, problems? No, so that's why regionalism was created. No? The same way in Philippines, may ara man sang ginatawag na regions. No? So later pakita ko mga examples ng regions ng other countries versus sa regions ng aton sa Philippines. No? So regions are not natural or given, rather they are constructed, kinplan ni siya sang policymakers, sang government, sang economic actors, and even social movements. No? For the reason again, no, to combat the challenges of globalization. So regional concentration of economic flows ang focus gid sang ginatawag nga regionalism. No? So it is a process of dividing the area into smaller segments called regions. No? So sa Philippines may ara kita many regions, no, from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. May mga regions like NCR, Region 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, may Maropa, ARMM. No? Example of this is division of nation into states or provinces, just like the Philippines. And regionalism is also by means of political process characterized by economic policy, cooperation, coordination among different countries also. Uh, Alliances from the different countries, mutual treaties from different countries, no? Just like ASEAN countries, no, like the NATO, no. So muna ang ang goal, no, so isa. Sige, when we talk about regionalism, according to Mansfield and Milner, it is the economic and political definition of the economic and political definition of regions vary from a state to another state or a country to another country. So when we talk about regions, these are a group of countries or places located in geographically specified area or amalgamation of two regions or a combination of more or two regions organized to regulate and oversee flow and policy choices. So in here, no, makita natin, I want you to see the different regions in UK. So it is divided into uh, eight parts, eight regions sang UK. For example, may ara sila ginatawag na Southwest region. This includes 12 places sa southwest of UK. May ara man sila West Midlands that includes 10 nga mga places man no, sa west. May ara man sila Northwest sa UK. Also Northeast, they also have Yorkshire and the Humber. East Midlands also, east of England, and then the southeast of UK. So those are the eight regions ng UK nga strategize ang government nila, of course, to combat challenges of globalization. Kay gin-create na nila, of course, for easy dissemination of information and may particular leader sa isa ka region so that maka-take care nila ang ilang mga constituents, no, or people inside this small region, no, para hapos ang pag-address ng issues, ng problems, no. Now let's take a look at the regions sa US. Ang US, damo siya regions, no? It is composed of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 regions ang US, no? So sa US may ginatawag nga region of San Francisco, may ara SoCal region, Cascadia, may ara Sun Belt region, may ara Rocky Mountains region, may Colorado region, may Texas region, Louisiana region, Florida, Deep South region, Midwest, Deep North, Appalachia, Rust Belt, New York, Mid-Atlantic, and New England region. So that's the regions of the USA, no, or America. Ang sa Philippines naman, of course, familiar ka mo diri, no? We have Region 1, Region 2, the Cordillera Administrative Region or the CAR, the Region 3 or the Central Luzon, Region 4A Calabarzon, NCR, National Capital Region, Region 4B, Mimaropa, Region 5 is Bicol Region, Region 6, Western Visayas, Region 7, Central Visayas, Region 8, Eastern Visayas, Region 9, Caraga, Region 10, Northern Mindanao, sorry, Region 9 is Zamboanga Peninsula, Region 12 is Oxargen, Region 11 is Davao Region, Region 13 is Caraga Region, and ARMM or Autonomous Region of Muslim. So as you can see, there are a lot of regions sa Philippines, no? Since the Philippines is uh, it was separated into islands. So naturally, there are a lot of regions sa isa ka country kung damo islands, no, na separate inter-island. Ang sa UK kag sa US, dutay lang it was divided into seven or eight lang na regions. Kay of course, though it's a massive group of land, however, isa lang siya ka geographical location. Okay, so let's go back to the regions. Now let's go to economic and political response of countries to globalization. When we talk about economic and political response of countries to globalization, these are the solutions or actions of the government, no, to combat the challenges of globalizations in terms of economic uh, crisis. So number one, some are large enough and have a lot of resources to dictate how they participate in the process of global integration. Some of the countries are getting bullied kung gamay ang imo country. Some are having an advantage if they are very big in terms of mass population. No? Example, China. So other countries make up their small size by taking advantage of their strategic locations. Countries form regional alliance for, as the saying, there is a strength in numbers. So most of the time, ang mga gamay nga mga countries like the Philippines are very dependent sa ginatawag na treaty, no, or alliance sa iban nga countries or countries nga dako or first world countries, no. For example, ang Philippines, we are very dependent sa help sa uh, US, no. So kung ang US, if there's an absence of help sa US, we will draw our attention sa help naman sa China, which is our ano man, mutual defense man nga partner sa country nga isa ka country man, no. So usually very dependent ang mga smaller countries kag take advantage sila sang gamay nila nga geographical size para mag kuha sang aid, no, from other countries. The first thing ang gin-create ang regional association is number one for military defense, no? Ang North Atlantic Treaty Organization or ang NATO is formed during Cold War when several Western European countries plus the United States agreed to protect Europe against the Treaty of Soviet Union. So gin-create ni siya usually para hindi matouch sang isa ka country if there's a war, no. Ang isa ka country to prevent casualties sa amo na nga countries, no. So even today NATO still exists, no, so that's the reason why wala may ga-attack, no, sa Europe from the USSR or Soviet Union or the Russia. So usually they have the treaty, no, or what we call agreement not to attack each other. We also have Warsaw Pact. It's a regional alliance created by Soviet Union also. Um, the USSR imploded in December 1991, but NATO remains in place. So usually this pact is very beneficial also from the neighboring countries nga gamay nga cannot defend themselves from the military uh, strength man sang dako nga country like the Russia, no, or the Soviet Union or the USSR. So the pool of resources get better return for their exports and expand their leverage against trading partners. Not only military defenses but also their economic leverage also is there. No, some countries can boost their economic status by depending on the other countries, no, because of the import and export nga trade. We also have this what we call Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries or OPEC. We all know that the Middle East, or the countries, like the Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, are the primary exporting countries when it comes to fuel or gas or petroleum. No? So the moment nga magtaas ang ilang nga price sa ilang petroleum or gas, usually the people around the world suffer because of those things. No? Okay, we are very dependent sa pag uh, export nila sang fuel sa aton, because they are the primary distributors of this what we call resources. No? So it aims to regulate the production and sales of oils. That's the reason why OPEC was established, no, para ma-check, no, sang other countries kag this organization nga hindi magpatam-an sang kadako gid sang price sang oil sa market, no. So OPEC's success convinced nine other oil producing countries to join, like I think sa UK mayra man sang oil distribution dito. So it was established in 1960 pa, no, even in today's time may ara gyapon, no, for them to regulate, no. The moment madula ang OPEC, or Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, expect nga magtaas-taas gid katama ang price ng fuel sa Philippines. So subong pa lang gani, we are suffering already sa pag oil price hike. But the moment kung madula ni ang amuning organization, it will skyrocket into probably 200 na siguro ang gas per liter. So amo na ang effect kung madula ni ang mga tao nga ga-regulate, no, sa production and sales of oil in the major countries nga ga-export. So mas mayo ning mayara organization to check out those sales of oil. Number three is to protect their independence from the pressure of superpower politics. What are these people nga very take advantage ng ila political power? Number one is China, no? So usually may treaty man, no, nga ginatawag uh, when we are considering sang ginatawag nga protecting the independence of superpower politics. Not only China, but also um, the US and other countries like Russia. May ara man na sila way para suppress man sa mga countries nga gagmay, no? So just like sa very, I don't know, sa previously reported nga Turkey kag Russia nga conflict, no. So it's a protection man tani, no, sang Turkey, um, para mag ano, no, maprotektahan sila sang superpower politics sang Russia. We also have this non-aligned movement, or NAM. This is created by Egypt, Ghana, India, Indonesia, Yugoslavia in 1961. This is to pursue world peace, since these are the countries who love ano, no, ng peace, or these are the countries who are peacemakers. They don't want war, no. These countries wanted to pursue world peace, no, and international cooperation, human rights as well, national sovereignty, racial and national equality, non-intervention and peaceful conflict resolution. Because the association refused to side with either the first world countries, capitalist democratics in Western Europe, North America, or communist in states in Eastern Europe, with 120 member countries. So it's a good thing, no, man, may ara man na aligned movement. If you're very small country, usually you will become a member of the NAM, no, para uh, wala war sa inyong country. Fourth is economic crisis compels countries to come together. So sa Thailand, ang Thai economy nag-collapse ng 1996 after the foreign currency speculators and troubled international banks demanded that the Thailand government must pay back its loan from mga countries nga ginloanan nila. So it made ASEAN more unified and coordinated. Most of the time, gina-back up pa na ang isa ka members ng ASEAN kung may mga bankruptcy na ang country nila, no. The same way ang Philippines ang human if kulang ang fund naton, usually makapahulam na ang other countries sa aton fund, no, for our economic growth usually. um, May terms man nga ginabayaran, it should be paid by 10 years, 5 years, 15 years, 20 years to 30 years, no? Depending on the agreement of the country na nagpahula. So that's the purpose of ano no of ASEAN uh, treaty or organization. Okay, so we will end here. Another topic will be tackled next meeting. So I hope you understand a lot about regions, why regions was created to combat challenges of globalization. Okay, so thank you very much for listening. God bless everyone.